looking for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go play action with Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd left, Yeti.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return is Jones. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the ground, Ellington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. He checks it down here to Ellington. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Look at this Arizona defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle but couldn't spring himself free. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he went nowhere. Well, he went back. To the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Breaks a tackle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll begin by running the option. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brown the motion man right. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. A pitch out to Swift here. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 33. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Hey, Silver.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Murray. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 18. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Hurts. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Murray. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And just shutting him off there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. On the option, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Eagles 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Green.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 31 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Swim.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Able to push his way through. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 16-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
11 yards.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd down, Swift.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A quick throw here out to Brown. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Here's Hurts to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stop.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Cards are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 7. First down, Arizona.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
2nd and 6.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go with Brown. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this was about as close to a shutout as you could get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they